so you talked about rootedness, and that's part of what drew you to that church. What can we do? I mean, a lot of us are transplants, I think, maybe in this generation, and especially after the pandemic, there's been a lot of movement. And how do we create or find rootedness now?
That's a good question, because you also have the internet. I don't know. You know, I just, so I married my roommate. So, you know, and
I'll try that.
53 years later, we're still kicking. So I have younger nieces and nephews, and I tell them, find whoever it is when you're in college. That's before they had all these bad experiences with all these other people. But I think the other piece is that I think you have to find your people, build your tribe. This is, you know, you heard about this before, but there's truth in it. And, you know, in college, I found my people, and they're still my people today. And we know each other, and some of them, my college roommate, Wade, is a wildly successful Black man who has a beautiful house on Fire Island. He sent out a picture of, he bought an A-frame, and he says, well, you know, Judy Garland slept here or something. I'm thinking, I said, who buys an A-frame? and they don't have much room. Well, shut your mouth. So he goes and hires the most talented architect that ever drew breath. And this person blew this thing up and out, and it has a big balcony on it overlooking the ocean with a swimming pool below it. And it's just, I'm so proud of him. His name is Douglas Irwin Harris. He was the Assistant Controller General under, in Clinton 1, I'll call it. So, but we were like this, and we were in that young, gifted, and Black phase, and we did New York, and we did San Francisco, and we had a ball. And so we're still friends. Now, I'll just tell you a little secret. Last year, I had my 50th reunion from Harvard. And we tend never to go to that reunion. We always have our group. So I was lucky to have an answered prayer. I had our group at my house for a lovely dinner. And I was well enough and rich enough to do it. So it was like an answered prayer. But I would say in those, and I would say the gay mentors, Doug and I learned a lot from each other. We really did, and relied on each other. You know, he could probably make me madder than anybody else, but he, you know, you have these friends that you, Baldwin says, friends, life gives you these. So Doug is one of my life give you these friends. Doug is one of these people, he does not want you to bring him any bad news. With him, if you achieve something great, he's happy to celebrate, but do not bring bad news. So this, it's I could go on, but we're good friends. and he's been wonderful.
I love that.
But building community, you know, just buy a house and stay there. And Booker T. Washington had this thing he used to say, you know, cast your bucket down where you are. So I like the notion of opportunity. I have some wonderful nephews who are lawyers and bankers, and you know, they live in Phoenix and here and there, and they have big houses and whatnot, but they're not happy. They're not happy at all. In fact, you know, one nephew, the school called on him because he spanked his child in front of the school. No can do. And his wife took the position of the school. So he had to move to Chicago. But my point is, that don't sound too happy to me, but they have as big a house as you can have, but they don't, there's something more than money. There really is.